sex is good, but she doesn't know Jimmy yet. So,
Right.
so
That's what I mean.
so it goes both ways, guys and girls. It absolutely can become, a hindrance to getting to know somebody, and it can mask a lot of issues.
Well, I'll
100%.
tell you another thing about Jimmy too.
Yeah.
I sent you guys a video the other day. Just when I was looking for a couple of highlights, some specific fights, I was trying to look at some rounds of them
Yeah.
that Jimmy was in, and so of course in your algorithm you get stuff thrown up, and so they sent me the Jimmy Lang story. Like I saw a few things just by having put his name, different things I wasn't even looking for showed up, and it got me thinking right then. Now suppose a girl, hey, Jimmy's pleasing her, she's loving on him, this and that. Not only can she be, enthrall him physically, presumably she could go on and look at all this shit about Jimmy on the internet and know everything about him, or at least think she does, and really research him and really like get her claws in there, man. So I could say if I was in his shoes, man, I could see why that would be a problem. I'd be pretty paranoid, maybe.
100%. I mean, right now she could be like, look, I have trust issues with my father. I've had some issues. He screwed me over in the past. And Jimmy will be like, oh my God, my father did the same to me. Next thing you know, my mother was always the rock in the, oh, mine too. You just from the podcast.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you right now something that I have to say shocked me that got thrown up about Jimmy Lang. And it says something to the effect of Jimmy Lang said that he admitted that his father is his soulmate.
Oh, yeah. He rubs his
Oh,
feet.
he said, my father is, he said, much to my wife's dismay, my father is my soulmate.
You said that, Jimmy. All right, explain yourself. Because
I did say that. I did say that.
You want to take that back right here publicly? Or do you want to cry about frustration?
No, I don't want to take it back. I don't want to take it back, especially I can't take it back. At the time I said it, I meant it.
Well, you could take it now.
Would I say it now? Maybe not.
What do you mean maybe? By the way, what did
I believed what I believed.
What did you believe by your father being your soulmate? You know what a soulmate is? Soulmate is somebody you bang, right? You know that, right?
That is not a prerequisite. Requisite.
Right.
Is your father?
I agree with Jimmy on that.
Is your real father Joe Biden?
I was close. I was very, very close to my
shower
father.
with your father when you were an adult. Do you have a diary that you look?
What do you say about him in your diary? Oh, we got to find Jimmy's diary. That's going to be great one day.
Your diary. I showered today with my father. No, Jimmy, seriously, what did you mean by that? I mean, I'm going to try not to be a dick like a normal guy for a second. What did you mean by that? Because that's an interesting statement, and I really want to know what you meant by that.
To me, it meant nobody was going to come in front. Now you're going to fuck it. Nobody was going to be put in front of my father. My father and I were close, as close as you could be, okay, in business and everything. There was a little bit of it was kind of a slap towards one of my ex-wives who
okay
who
gotcha.
who was trying very hard to wedge herself between me and my father.
Well, your quote was much to the dismay of my wife. My father's my soulmate.
I have
to admit, I was jolted by that revelation.
Jimmy delivering the divorce papers via an interview right then, right there.
He should have had his father drop him off from the soulmate.
And that's why Jimmy can't take it back, because that would mean that his ex-wife was right, which means that he made a mistake getting rid of the ex-wife, which means the whole thing could have been, the
ex-wife may have been right, but getting rid of her was never a mistake.
Okay. All right. So yeah, there can be two in an alternative universe bifurcation. Both of them are the wife and he are all together. Actually, in another universe,
they need to be together. Put them together.
Your father are married. And they're
They-
making out in front of the kids.
Put
Unlike
them in a
your mother and your
fucking, put them in a fucking loony bin. That's where they
Look, I didn't
belong.
mean to open a scab. I didn't mean to
Okay.
pick at a scab there, Jimmy. But
Dude,
yeah,
that's
it is
great.
out there on the internet, so I saw it there, and it was.
Oh, I don't
yeah,
give a shit. No, that's what I'm trying so much now. Everything was a fucking secret when I was growing up. Don't tell this one, that one. Don't tell that one, this one. You
Yeah.
know, keep that quiet. Don't let the public know that you drink. Well, I was a fucking kid and I drank, and who gives a shit? And,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
got an
things like
image
that.
to uphold.
Everything was image, and hey, keep this one from that. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand, blah, blah, blah. And I realized that it wasn't really me. I mean, it was all just managing my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Managing an image.
I
Sure.
was just another fucking flea in the circus.
I've noticed even on the podcast from the time we started, you're way more open now. I mean, in the beginning, you had that ingrained in you, not to,
No,
you know what I
Nope.
mean? Like, you've opened up a lot. I think it's healthy. I think it's
I've
actually
made I made a decision. Why come on here and be a fucking phony?